I would. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Olivia, for joining me today. I'm so excited to chat for the chance to chat with you because Warrior Nun season 2 is everything.
You. Thank you, Lisa.
My pleasure. We had the chance to chat actually for season 1, so it feels really uh,
Yeah.
full circle to be able to talk again here in season 2. And I also kind of have to say on behalf of the fandom to kind of get the gushing out is again, we love you. We love you. We love Camilla. Again, you both bring such sunlight and pureness and love. Yeah, so you bring the sunlight, Camilla brings the sunlight. Everybody has said that Camilla and of course you in turn must be protected at all costs because Camilla this season has really blossomed so much.
Yeah, totally. I agree completely. I'm so happy about like all the arc that Camilla has. I feel that she deserves it, so I'm happy about it.
Absolutely. I mean, we leave her in season 1 kind of a little bit shaken in a way because of Father Vincent's betrayal. And
Hmm.
we don't know what this means for like the church, and we don't know what this means for the OCS, and obviously who survived, what happened in the finale too. So, uh,
Yeah, right.
yeah, I mean, we kind of leave her a little bit, well, we feel in shaken in a way because of she's been so devout in her beliefs and things. So we get to see so many layers and sides of her this season. We get confidence and comedy. We get flirty a little bit too, and even sassy at times around Yasmin.
Yeah.
How did you really
Yeah, yeah.
take her from page to screen this season, and kind of construct these new edges that we get for Camilla this season?
Yeah, I really wanted her to have like different layers because I find that Camilla, she has like a lot of like a lot of faces. Like she can be very kind, but she's also very fearless, and she's also cheeky and sassy, like you said. Like I think that she's everything. Like she has so many edges, which I love about her.
Is it like by person too though? Like, cause she gets sassy around Yasmin, and then like, but she's very obviously confident. I mean, she obviously has different relationships between like Mother Superior and Yasmin, who's somebody new.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, because I mean Yasmin is the new one. So she has she like wants to like wants to cover ground. Like she doesn't want Yasmin to, because everyone is like telling Camilla what to do and how to act and everything. And now she feels like Yasmin is the new one, and she wants to be like Beatrice with Yasmin, but she has so many emotions. So she's more like she pushes a bit of Yasmin back at first. She doesn't trust her that much. But then they have a really beautiful relationship, I think. And
yes,
I really loved building that relationship with Mina, the actress. It was so much fun, and we really, really got along like so fast when we started shooting. So it was kind of easy to just like play around with the characters.
I love the great kind of like interplay and sassiness that we get when it's centralized at Yasmin, and she is. Sometimes I feel like Camilla's testing her too in a way.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes, she doubts that Yasmin is like up for it. Like she doesn't know her at all. She doesn't know where she comes from. So she's so protective, Camilla, when with her friends and with her family, that she really has to like take her time with Yasmin. Totally.
Well, we got to see from the trailers, and then in turn, as the season has now come out, that also it kind of seemed like Camilla was going to get corrupted or have some sort of manipulation by Adriel, and then we get the season and it gets flipped. Camilla does not get bullied or manipulated by Adriel. She really flips the script on him, um,
Mhm.
and has this telepathic power and connection to him. And obviously she's again someone who we feel is like so pure and so lovely, lovely and sunshine, and for her to have this confidence and this like direct line to Adriel that she just kind of flips on him.
Yeah, totally.
What did you think about how Camilla has this new connection to Adriel and what that kind of signifies for her this season?
Well, at first it's like very like she's very vulnerable because like it's like she's almost ashamed that Adriel got to her at first. That's why she doesn't tell anyone. She's like she feels abused in a way. And and it's very hard for her to like share that with her family. So at first she feels ashamed and guilty for that. But then like she's also very smart. So she like copes with it and transforms it, and just there's so much strength that comes from that decision um to just like confront all that manipulation that Adriel has with her. So I think she's just like really brave. Yeah. And it's like she's maturing. Like this season, I think that Camilla matures like 100%.
Absolutely. She had this relationship with her sisterhood in season one. Everybody was collectively together so much, and now everybody's broken apart. I mean, she and Mother Superior in Spain, and Ava and Beatrice are in the Alps, and Mary is gone, Lilith is gone. So she's really on her own in that way, and having to mature, and however many months or long the period of time is in between the group being back kind of together, that she's had to adapt.
Yeah. Yeah. She had to adapt because she really uh liked that stability that she had like on season one. And it really breaks her heart to see that everything is falling apart. And she's always trying to bring everything together again. I think she's like the glue. Like I already told you, I think of season one when we talked, but I think Camilla is like the glue that she would keeps wanting to like bring everything together and like build like the whole um community like again.
Yeah, she she's the most optimistic one. She's the one who seems to really be the most about again in her faith and what they're doing obviously for the OCS. And
Yeah.
then kind of like you said, she has this kind of moment of shame or moment of vulnerability, but then she's like, no, I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm not going to be a victim. And it's so rewarding to watch that for her as well. Like you said, also like a such a deserving arc that we get to see this season. And it's so beautiful and wonderful and rewarding, like I keep saying, just to see someone or your arc from season one where she is so kind of pure and innocent, and now she's become a boss. She's
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
ass
It's
boss none.
so exciting. Yeah. I'm so happy for her because yeah, she really like she's the one that detonates in a way like Adriel and his power in a way. Like they all do it together, but she has a very important part there for sure.
She's flourished so much this season. We talk about obviously Beatrice's absence and kind of a little bit being in her shadow in a way too, in season one. And we kind of pick up when they get back together, being like, look, I'm techie too. Like, look, I can do all these things too. Like I can do just, as much as
Yeah.
you. Or, like, you have to trust me. You don't know what I've been doing this time. but I got this.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really covering her ground. She's stronger. She's more mature. I mean, she's still like very impulsive and very like young in a good way, but I think that's like her motor, like the what activates her.
Absolutely. Um, she's got superpowers of her own, believe me. Like she's got a lot of superpower in her, and I'm so glad that we got to see these new edges, these new layers that we talk about, these new dynamics, and this maturity, this evolution for Camilla, and it's and it makes sense. Like all this stuff makes sense to it. Everything that's put together, every piece, every detail makes sense for her too. So that's what also adds to the satisfaction that we get to see this season for Camilla, and again how much she flourishes on her own.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that. I think in this season, I think Warrior Nun is such a great show because I think it follows like the whole, like also like the fans and like how the fans grow in a way. Like I think this season is also more mature than last season. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I feel like everything has really amplified this season. The suspense, the cinematography, the maturity,
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, you kind of have to grow up when there's like the apocalypse basically upon you. It's a sense too.
Yeah, totally.
Very Buffy in a way that you have to mature. Very Buffy the Vampire Slayer in a way that you have to mature when there's an apocalypse happening.
There's no other way to survive. So you have,
You do or you don't.
yeah,
End of the day, you do or you don't. So
totally.
well, someone that we also talk about again, Mother Superior, who has a really vital role this season too, and Camilla gets to have more of a relationship or more of a dynamic screen time this season, and also there's a lot of levity in their scenes as much as there is that maturity and stoicism. So I wanted to ask what you kind of enjoy the most about these scenes that we get to see, and your of course your closer work with Sylvia this season.
Yeah. It was so amazing to work with her because she's such an incredible and generous like actress, and I learned so much from her. And we also had a blast. Like I remember just like laughing so much in between takes because I don't know, we were just like very, very connected. And at the same time, we were very, very goofy. Like the three of us, like with Mina too, like I think we did it like an amazing team, the three of us. And I think like in the van, like with the erotic pastry van, wow, we that night we had so much fun. It was so much fun. Like with the whole team though, we were all like cracking out, laughing. But yeah, I really like that scene. But I also like we had a couple of emotional scenes that they were very, very nice. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I think with Sylvia, yeah, I think it's with the actress that I most enjoyed it, maybe this season. Like we really got along. It was great.
That delivery truck scene, it gives you so much in such short period of time. Like in one breath it's obviously giving you this like sense of urgency and rush, and then another breath you're like suspense, and then another breath you're like, well, if you guys need a snack, I got you, I guess. So much happens within that scene, and that really gets attributed to the incredibly clever and insightful writing that comes and talented writing that comes from behind
Yeah.
on Warrior Nun for sure. But it gets the writing and the way that it gets played in these breaths, it feels like such a great flow, and it's sort of unsuspecting at times too when we get these little off moments because they're like so intense, and
Yeah.
that's what I also admire and appreciate about Warrior Nun is that Of course, it's again something that's obviously in a rush because we're in an apocalypse and there's other things happening with Adriel and things. But in a small breath or small moments, we get these slight nods or little winks and things that add another aspect that just feels like a wonderful, warm uh, note in that
Yeah,
moment at the same
we
time.
need that. Yeah, the show needs that. Like I think it's like the comedy in the show, uh like the comedy next to like all the action scenes, like it's just such a great combination. Like just there's like I think it's really like personal, like a really great thing that the show has. Like the little comedy and then like the very serious and intense like action scenes, which are amazing this season. Like we had so much fun also like with the stunts, like just rehearsing all the combat scenes, and the stunts are just like the best part of the show, I think. They're so amazing. They did such an amazing job. Like I'm blown away by them. Totally.
And you got to kind of blow up a building. You got to infiltrate the like entire Catholic
Yeah.
community, and um, obviously, like we talk about the museum, which is very Ocean's 13 for the
Yeah,
group.
totally.
We've
The
got
museum heist was so fun also. Also because I'm a like huge fan of the Prado Museum. Like it's a beautiful museum and it's like crazy that we got to film there by ourselves. Like being like next to the painting of Velázquez, the Meninas, just like by myself. Everything was pitch black. It was such a like great experience for me. Totally.
I mean, you're taking in art while you're making art. So very meta, I
Yeah,
guess, in that way.
true. We meta.
But all of that, all that inner working that went into the museum heist is spectacular. You're talking about the stunt work, but also again production, planning, all of the intricacies that really and the details that go on to making this series such a standout special show. It's just mind blowing in that way. That one moment, like I said, you're blowing up the Catholic Church, and the next moment you're having a heist in the museum. It's Nancy
Yeah,
Drew and Buffy, and
we don't take big breaks. We just yeah, it's very intense.
but it's so like we said, it's just so like fun too. It's like these little fun break moments and notes and things like that that
Mm.
offer the series a little bit of breath within its intensity. So while they're needed, it just feels natural too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
We also got a little bit more of Camilla's backstory this season as well through this. I don't know. I call it flirtship with Todd or friendship with Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a door that she's opening, I think. Like I don't know where is that door gonna take her, but she's clearly like something has shifted in her. Like, okay, yeah, she feels attracted to someone, and I don't know. She's playful about it. Like I don't think she feels really that guilty. She's just like curious. I think Camilla is such a curious character, and yeah, she's naive and she's curious. Like she doesn't mean anything like wrong. So I don't think she's. I don't know. I think that door's exciting for her.
And I think it's nice to see that it's allowed. Like for her, it can be allowed as well. Like we have Ava and Beatrice and that sort of relationship ish going on of things. And then like for Camilla, like she's still young. We don't know her age specifically, but like at the same time, she's young. And like you're talking about this door being open, it's allowed too. Like she's allowing herself
I
and
mean, yeah, because
allowed
like
too because
she
she's
looks up, yeah, she looks up to Beatrice and to Ava so much, and she sees that they're having like a thing. So she's like, okay, they have a thing, like why can't I have a thing? Like maybe that's why she starts to be curious about relationships and about like bonding with someone. I don't know. Yeah, she's allowed. Of course she's allowed. Yeah.
I love that part where she's like, dude, I'm a nun, but like even behind that it's just like obviously something she's got to say because she is obviously, but at the same time it's got like this little, I don't know, grain or something in there too. At the same time, like very cheeky.
Yeah, she's very cheeky. She's like, yeah, I'm a nun, but I mean, thank you. Maybe.
Flattery, yeah.
That's what she has to say. But of course, she wants to hang out with him more. I don't know. Yeah. It was very fun. Like Todd, like the actor Anton, he was so sweet. It was very nice to have that little story with Anton. It's cute.
Like I said, we get so much for Camilla this season. She gets like such a bounty. We learn about her backstory again, these like comedy fun moments, but like this maturity. I mean, it really feels like Camilla is is a way. I guess I. It's just like this whole new nuanced individual as she's had to mature and become like it's natural, and that's who she's had to become because of the circumstances. But it's
Mhm.
refreshing to see her um, be so evolved and have this journey and have these new layers to her and edges
Yeah.
and deservingly so.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. Like every episode that came by, I was like, wow, that's so great. I was so excited of everything that was happening. I mean, gonna happen to her. It was very, very cool.
We talk
Yeah.
again about she's young. I mean, she was filming a TikTok. It's just like she's allowed to flirt. I mean, again, she's young. We don't know how young, but she's, and not that you have to be young to make a TikTok, but this,
Yeah.
she's hip. She's doing trends.
Yeah.
Did you all actually film a TikTok together, or was that just like for the moment? That's what
We
everyone.
did a couple of TikToks, of course. I before we shot, I was like playing with the TikToks, and those nuns were so great. They were all like, I don't know, they were like giving everything to the TikTok. They were so funny. It was cool. Yeah, we did a couple of TikToks. I don't know where they are. I mean, that phone was
We'll have to maybe poke Simon or somebody to see if they know where the TikToks are.
yeah,
These
totally.
are the questions that the fans want to know. Like, did she film a TikTok? Where's the TikTok? What what's her favorite Dolly Parton song?
I love it. I don't know. I really like Dolly Parton. I saw the documentary that she has on Netflix, which is great. It's so interesting. She's so inspiring. Like I love that Camilla looks up to her because she's also like she's really really cool, like professional, like in every way.
Well, in season one, and continued here in season two, Camilla has always been an observer.
Mhm.
We know that she sees all, she knows all. People aren't getting away with much around her. Um, and obviously we get this speech that or this monologue that we get between, not monologue, but speech or conversation that we get between Beatrice and Camilla, when
Mhm.
Camilla's obviously shaken because of the whole Adriel connection, but also the the affirmation again to say to Beatrice, there's no shame in loving the warrior nun,
Yeah.
but the warrior nun will never be yours, like, and uh, it sort of feels full circle for them too, because Beatrice has this reading in season one from the book, um, and Camilla again sort of has realized that there's something within lines between this dynamic and relationship that Beatrice and Ava share together. And then season two, it's like, no, I know what's going on, and I see you guys.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they share this moment. Obviously, it's bittersweet moment to say, and then right after that is when we get the moment where Ava's above trying to help with the Pope and all
Yeah.
that. And then there's the courtyard scene where Beatrice runs to Ava, who's fallen, and she's like, I know that there's no, like, I don't want you to die, and I know the warrior nun will never be your, it doesn't get to live, and um, it just feels so bittersweet, but like sort of also a catalyst in a way between the two of them, because I feel like if Camilla hadn't put that into Beatrice, or that that grain into Beatrice, that maybe some of the other events in season two might have helped push her towards that.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. I think Camilla is like in a way telling Beatrice that it's okay. Like it's okay. You don't have to be ashamed about it. Like it's fine. It's bittersweet because it's fine, but at the same time, it's complicated. But like in a way, it's like I see you. No, like I see you. Yeah, Camilla really, really, really has a very strong bond with Beatrice and really, really looks up to her. So she worries about her. Yeah.
Is
And
she
she very sensitive. Like Camilla knows what she's feeling. Camilla can walk into a room and know what everyone's feeling. Like what's wrong with that person, if someone's uncomfortable. Like she's very, very sensitive.
is she gonna be upset that she wasn't the one to witness the big Avatrice kiss at the end? Gonna be mad that it's Yasmin who's witnessed this whole moment.
Yeah, I bet she's gonna want to know all about it. I wonder if Beatrice is gonna tell her. Like, is she gonna share that with her? I don't know, or keep it to herself.
Well, technically, Yasmin and got to witness that, yes, and I feel like at some point there's going to be a conversation between
Oh,
Beatrice
for
and
sure.
that they've got to. She's got to tell her something, because I don't know, as the OG Avatrice shipper, that Camilla might is owed a moment of like, see, I see.
Yeah, totally.
But it's a nice rewarding moment too between the two of them that gets shared in the finale as well.
Mhm.
And what will become of Beatrice and Camilla's relationship? We get the scene post credits in the finale as well, where Beatrice walks away from the OCS.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Like that's very sad, but at the same time, I think Camilla in a way, like she's very sad about it, but at the same time she kind of understands. Like Beatrice really needed it. Like she could sense it for sure.
Absolutely. And that's the compassion, I guess, in Camilla too.
Yeah, and also
Another.
because doesn't she she doesn't need her anymore. Like in a good way. Like she can take care of her own, Camilla, so she's comfortable with that. But I think Camilla knows that Beatrice is gonna come back. Like she's like, okay, you can go for a little bit, but I'm sure you're coming back.
It's because it's not like an emotional scene, or it's not like people are. I mean, obviously they are upset inside that Beatrice would be leaving, but no one tries to stop her at the same time either.
No, 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 no. We don't. Yeah.
So there has to be a sense that, well, you came back one time, you'll come back again.
Yes. I'm positive about it.
Well, again, in season one, Camilla's faith was so powerful for her, and sort of a force in guiding her as a nun. And how does that sort of flip, or the faith become kind of like a sword and a shield for her this season at the same time?
Yeah, she gets disappointed, but I think that's part of life. Like I feel that it could apply to church, or it could apply to every young adult that finally like gets thrown into life and lives a little bit and gets disappointed, because I think we all have a phase in our lives that we get disappointed, and our faith gets questioned, and we have to build a new faith with the things that we've learned. So I think Camilla learns to do that, and she's going to learn to build a new faith. Like her faith is still there, but she just has to transform it.
I'm interested to see because, again, Father Vincent had this big betrayal in season one, and Camilla is so untrusting of him in season two. But now it seems like, I don't know if whether he's redeemed in a way or not, but he's back, obviously working in some way through the OCS, as we see in the post credits finale portion.
Yeah.
So I wonder where that relationship might end up, or fluctuate, if there is one for season three.
I mean, I think Camilla puts a lot of walls, like she did with Yasmin at first, when she doesn't trust someone, but then like she has the power also to just like forgive people and give new opportunities. Like she's just like very practical. Like if you don't mean anything wrong, okay, I'll give you another opportunity. That's okay. Yeah, her regret is just like a shield, but then she can transform it. Like she's just so nice.
I feel like her faith has become an asset to her, in many regards as well. So you can have the naivety, but you can also have compassion. You can also have trust issue. Like that's what it happens with religion. I mean, like you don't
She has a lot of
have
compassion.
things. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes. We we again talk about everyone has just fallen even in love even further with Camilla this season, and there's so many memes. I don't know if people send you any of these, but there's like so many memes of Camilla. There's one that I particularly love that was like between her and Adriel, and in between it's a picture of them, and in between there's an Uno card, and it's like the reverse card, because she's always like Camilla, and she's like Adriel, so it's like the reverse Uno.
I love
We
I
talk
haven't
about flipping things on each other like that. That it's like a Uno card
I
reversed.
love I've seen a lot of the messages that people send me, because I really like to read like what people think about Camilla this season. And yeah, like I feel like so much love and so much like commitment from the fans. I'm blown away. It's like really rewarding for sure. Yeah, I don't have Twitter, which I think it's where all the memes come from.
Right.
But some of them come, like my friends even text me some of the memes. But I love them. I think like the fans of Warrior Nun, they're so committed. I love them so much. They're great.
There's the big social push for season 3 of Warrior Nun, and the fans are so creative. So
Yeah.
creative. They have like the meme of like the sunshine protectors, protector of the sunshine protector. They have such a drive behind this push for season 3 of Warrior Nun, and
If anyone's gonna make that happen, is the fans. Like for sure.
they are devout to use a term for a Warrior Nun. They are devout for sure.
Yeah. That's very comforting. Like it's great.
Well, just my last question is, what do you really kind of hope fans have taken away from this season and really carries on and lingers with them as we continue into this drive for season 3?
Well, I think that a very valuable aspect of this season is just how, like in a way, the patriarchy or the story that everyone thought was like the good one, which was the Adriel story, is like destroyed, and now we have an opportunity to build a new one. And um yeah, and I think it's in a more feminine story, the one that comes now, and I think it's really worth it to hear it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, we can have Rhea, we can have Ariella, we can
I
have
mean, Rita is so amazing. And Andrea, the actress who plays her, she does such an amazing job. And I just want to know more about it, like on season 3 for sure.
Ava is in that other realm, and we know from when Lilith went in there that even a few seconds is like years, like time span is like so fast in there. So, and we also don't know much about Rhea. Like, is she good? Is she bad? Is she what happens
True,
behind those
true.
curtains of the realm? What really is going on? Because Ava said in the finale, when she's asked like, "Who's that?" She's like, "I don't know." So there's a lot of lingering questions, a lot of great
Yeah,
breadcrumbs for us to
it's
follow.
everything's really open. So yeah, I hope we get a chance to like dig a little bit further into that world, which is very interesting.
And there's a new construction of the OCS. You lost so many sisters through what transpired through Adriel's torment.
New, yes, for sure. It's like a phoenix, like building from his ashes. I don't know the saying in English.
I to think again about, I don't know if you've watched, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer again. It's like putting out a call for all the slayers in training, or like brand new slayers or brand new nuns in training.
Yeah,
New warrior nuns, or whatever happens with the Halo, but at least with the OCS, warrior nuns or nuns in training. So sisters in training. So there's a lot of aspects, a lot of like breadcrumbs, like I said. There's a lot of different
a lot of
questions.
yeah,
There's too much. We have to have season 3. There's too many things that we need to
yeah. It has
answer.
to. We have to close everything up or open new doors. Like everything is so interesting.
I know, that's what I love too. Again, you say open door. There's a door around every corner in this season. There's a new door to everything. There's a new door with the OCS, a new door with the Warrior Nun, a new door with Beatrice. There's a new door around the corner, and that's what's so brilliant again about the writing and the talents behind this show, is
Yeah,
that you have all these questions and that gets obliterated eventually, but then those other now there's new questions about what just happened with those answers, or new
yeah.
directions that they
There's
lead.
always questions. There are not that many answers. There's always a new
Yes,
question,
exactly,
which is